What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Wednesday, December 21st, and today we're going to be doing up a follow-up video on Out of Nowhere. Now, Out of Nowhere is an NFT collection on Solana and is on Magic Eden's marketplace. Now, why am I making this video as a follow-up? It's because a lot of action has happened within the past 24 hours. I am very excited to share with you everything in this video. And the most important thing is that we're going to be looking at the charts. What are the charts showing us? And what is the activity within the floor price, within the community? And then at the very end of the video, we're going to just be highlighting what Out of Nowhere is aiming to build in terms of an experience, in terms of utility, in terms of artwork. So guys, be sure to stick around to the very end of the video because I'm also going to share with you my own conclusion and statement and also some tips and tricks to find out the best traits within this collection. So be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. Out of Nowhere right now is trading around 1.8 Solana in terms of its floor price. What's really interesting is that yesterday we had a listing count of above 700 NFTs on the listed floor. And also the floor price was roughly fluctuating between 1.8 and as low as yesterday of around 0.7. So what does this actually mean? Well, this is what we're going to actually do, is pay attention to what's going on in terms of trading volume, such as this. Now, if you go to Magic Eden's most popular collections within the traded volume, in the past hour, you can even see Out of Nowhere has actually flipped many blue chips such as Utes Mint 2, and so many others. But nonetheless, it is number one on the top trading volume within the past hour. So that's something you just can't ignore. Now we're going to go over to Hello Moon, which is a great tool to understanding in terms of every floor price within every collection. Now you can see that Mara and Out of Nowhere are two collections I covered in yesterday's video, which I'll put on the upper right hand side for you guys to check out. And now those two collections, Out of Nowhere has increased 148% since yesterday. So that's absolutely amazing to see that it's gaining a lot of traction. It's actually even way above Blocksmith Labs, even gaining more traction than Ute Mint 2s, which is only 0.31%. So I'm just letting you guys know what is exactly happening. So that's really great. Now, the most important thing is the charting. What are the charts telling us? Now, this is the chart itself. Now, yesterday, this is on the hourly time frame, by the way. Yesterday, we did see a huge liquidation. So a lot of people taking out their positions, and this is because a lot of the people that owned on these NFTs, at least were the first 426 people to mint, were airdrop more NFTs for free. And it was, I think it was around 3 NFTs per purchase, I believe. But regardless, those people ended up liquidating those positions. But what happened was, which I kind of knew, is that the artwork was fantastic. Like, it's really hard to run into anime-based artwork or PFP projects, and this had the quality traits that I think would attract everybody. Look on the right-hand side, someone just bought one for 2.39 SOL, just to give you some understanding of how much the activity is going. So we did go in this descending triangle, but all of a sudden we broke out of that trend right here in this green candlestick, and as you can see, there's a sharp green candlestick. And that's because people started accumulating, and there are going to be a lot of people I'm going to show you that did buy the dip and did accumulate as much as they could, because again, anything below 1 Solana was a no-brainer, might as well accumulate. So we did bounce off of this resistance level around 1.36, bounce off the support level around 0.98, and then we kind of traded sideways for the next few hours, and then more green candlesticks to the upside. So right now, our new support level is around 1.42 Solana. And as you can see here, this is a Fibonacci retracement, which allows you to kind of understand where this price could go for this collection. I do believe that if everything is on track, we absolutely could hit 2.89 Solana just based on the Fib retracement level. Now, will we experience many retracements back? That is something to be expected. Whenever you see big green candlesticks, you should experience a pullback. So what I expect is that we're going to see a pullback at a support level around 1.4 Solana, and that's okay. We want to have pullbacks. We don't want to have too many green candles, because if we do, that means there's going to be massive selling pressure. So you like seeing green candles like this, but you also like seeing many wicks of these red candles going downwards. So if you do see it go downwards, it may hit this support level of this trend line of this green one around 1.59. So if you do see that, then you can expect to maybe buy the dip, and then maybe it'll go up more after that. But what you can't ignore, like I said, there was a listing count of around 700 or 742, which is this little chart right here. Now we've dropped as low as 424 at the time of this recording. Could it go any lower? I think it absolutely could, considering that the prices are super low and it's a low supply. Now, if we look at the relative strength index, we are actually still in a nice upwards trend, meaning that there's still buying pressure into this, and there's more activity going into this collection. Now, if we see this wick back down to this support green trend line, then that's okay. That means we're just taking a breather and we're just waiting for the next bull run. So let's go ahead and look into who's been accumulating. And none other than, we got to start with our boy Function. Function is a really cool dude. He actually acquired 2 rare one-on-one NFTs. What are those one-on-one NFTs? Is this one right here and this one over here. So those are only one-on-ones. There's no duplicate of it. It's very unique within itself. And I'm going to show you at the very end where the floor price of these one-on-ones are at. But nonetheless, he has 100 of these NFTs when he bought it below 1 Solana, which is absolutely amazing. But who else bought them? We also have Cobra Hands, who has around 17 of these NFTs at a really good dollar cost average price around 0.79 Solana. And also we have Soulgun, who has 6 of these NFTs. It says, looking at this crazy art. And then also we have this person, OX Thade, who actually bought 21 of these NFTs yesterday during the dip. And we also have Denoshi, who bought 4 of these NFTs. Again, a lot of different amazing traits that you can see here. Who else? We also have this person, Mike Mongo. He said, tonight I turned into Solana because of this NFT. The art is sick. Snapsid, who says, I don't normally buy Soul NFTs, but when I do, it's out of nowhere. Excellent anime pixel artwork. Congrats to the team on the successful launch. The volume is great right now. I kept getting the ones I thought looked cool, sniped one from under me. These are my pickups, and these are the NFTs right here. So he has 2 of those. And also, we have this person who has a black hole trait. So this is a head trait, or a mass trait. I'm so sorry. This is a mass trait that has a black hole. And there's not very much of these NFTs on the market floor, unfortunately, because people just accumulate them. And then this person ended up minting his NFT that he bought from the very initial time. And it happened to be a one-on-one, and it's this one right here. And that, again, a lot of the one-on-ones are GIF files, so a lot of them have motion. So I just wanted to share with you guys that I also have a one-on-one. This was my first acquisitions that I had, and this was basically a TV headset. And then the second one was kind of a Princess Mononoke feel, right? This is my second one-on-one asset. So these absolutely I treasure. Now, when you go back to the market floor, you must be wondering what other things out of nowhere are developing. Well, there's something called the orb. Now, these void orbs are actually selling out right now as we speak. Now, these orbs are very limited in supply. We actually had 131 yesterday, and now there's only 86. Now, these orbs do serve a utility and purpose, and as you can see, as I'm scrolling down, there are a ton sold. So the reason that these are selling out is because the team, the founders, have hinted that these will have a huge benefit later on down the road. They're not going to announce it now, but they are going to release that these 1K collection of these orbs are going to be super important later on down the roadmap. So that's why they're selling, and we don't know what that's going to be. But I do want to share some other things, right? Which is their roadmap. This is the roadmap that they actually posted today. And this is a roadmap that they recently shared before, prior to the mint. But the reason I want you guys to look at this is because it's not just only the traits, but I want you guys to pay attention to this, the series token. The series token is something that you can earn by maybe staking your NFTs, but it's basically going to serve some utility, right? So this token will allow you to add attributes and traits to your actual NFT. If it's clothes, hats, eyes, hair, I mean, everything that you can think of, a face mask, and it's all due to these tokens of the series tokens, right? So again, I want you to pay attention to this. They have badges for people within the community, a leadership board for people who are very active in it. But nonetheless, this is something that they're building. And you cannot ignore that this marketplace that they're going to create using this token is actually going to be quite fun. Again, this is focused on art. I love that the team acknowledges at the very beginning that this isn't trying to over deliver. This is just focusing on, number one, that you have to love the art first before they can start building after that. Now, let's go ahead and go to the Magic Eden floor, because again, we want to see how much activity is here. And as you can see here, it actually pumped up to 2 Solana at the time of this recording. Now, I went from high to low in terms of the price ranges, which is meaning that this is the most expensive and the lowest is the very bottom or last NFT. So you can see that the many one-on-ones are selling for 150, 1,111. I have one for 50 here, but also many other traits. But again, you can scroll down, see which ones you like. Even this person delisted right here. But again, These clown faces, these boxes, the angel rings with the face, pull back from the angels. Again, so many different traits that you look forward to that I definitely cannot ignore. If you want to find out the best rarities, I think the best one right now at the very moment is actually going over to howrare.is. Now, howrare.is allows you to find out the best ranking at number 1 to the lowest ranking. If you want, you can go ahead and press the for sale button right here, and it'll show you what is for sale that is a good rank. And as you can see, some of these like lower tier ones, like say for instance this one, has very limited traits. This one right here has 15 Solana of its market price, and this one has 5.5. But again, many great deals. Even this one's selling for 111 Solana. But again, you may be wondering, how do I shop for the best one? Well, simply this. If you go down and you go to low to high, this is the best way you can find the best traits. And I've always mentioned this before. I would look for the mask traits. The mask traits seem to be the best choice for me. Like right now, I think clowns are a great acquisition to have because again, they're very affordable, but also I think they're going to be a sought after trait. And then we also have the magician one as well that has the hat. Even with the magician, there's very limited editions of these hats. And so I definitely think that this could be a great acquisition for you as well. What about angelic? Angelic is the face pullback, right? That could be really awesome. There's more of these. And then there's also the astronaut as well with the helmet. But if you don't want that, you can always look for head traits. Again, head traits I think are also a great acquisition to have. We have the incandescent fire, which is really cool with the little hair on the top. But we also have experimentation, which is basically this head right up top as well. All right, guys and girls, it's time to provide you my conclusion and statement around this project. I think that we are very early on in this project. This is not financial advice. This is just my own opinion, and this is just for your own entertainment. So please plan accordingly. Just don't ape into something that you don't understand, because I could be wrong. Anybody else could be wrong. But what I'm seeing now is that ever since I saw this collection mint out, even during the FUD storm, even during the time of volatility, us dumping to almost 0.79 Solana, I always focus on what is community doing? What is the artwork doing? Why would this collection do so well? And honestly, I just feel like there's something going on here that's the new meta, and I really feel like this new anime artwork could definitely experience a nice bull run. How long will that bull run last? I don't exactly know. But I showed you the charts of where we could expect the price to go in terms of the floor price. But also I showed you what the community is doing, why they're accumulating at these low-cost entry points, and why this limited rare collection has a very short supply on their hands. And so I want you guys to pay attention. So when you're paying attention to the floor price, you really do need to understand where this is going, because again, it will jump back down to 1.85, maybe even 1.4. But keep in mind, these are great dollar cost averaging prices. And again, the collection right now is 3.3 thousand of these NFTs in total circulating supply. So let that be a determining factor for you guys before you end up investing anything at all. Do your own research. And again, this is just for your informational and educational purposes only. And we will make more videos about Out of Nowhere later on down the road. So guys and girls, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching Cryptolution. Join our Patreon page for all our private alpha calls, investment strategies, and one-on-one consultations in the link below. Limited spaces are available, so be sure to reserve your spot today. Invest safely, and we'll see you on the next episode of Cryptolution.